गुड मॉर्निंग माय डियर स्टूडेंट्स। मैं हूं दीपक और आप देख रहे हैं दीपक विकर्नर। टुडे इन दिस क्लास वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस अबाउट द रेजोनेंस कंडीशन, क्यू फैक्टर, पावर, एवरेज पावर and energy of inductor. Okay, all of us know that reciprocal of resistance is equal to what? Reciprocal of resistance is equal to our conductance. Similarly, there are other two terms in AC, that is we are having inductive reactance as well as capacitive reactance. So whenever it is reactance, 1 by reactance, reciprocal of reactance is your susceptance. And reciprocal of impedance, is equal to your admittance. So this is three terms related with respect to resistance, reactance and impedance. This one is conductance, this one is susceptance and this one is the admittance. Next is the resonant condition or resonance. We call this one as resonance. What is resonance? A series LCR circuit, AC circuit, is said to be in resonance when the current flowing through it is maximum. When the current is maximum. Okay, जब current maximum होगा, at that time we call that one as resonance circuit. In case of AC LCR, RLC, मतलब रेजिस्टेंस भी लगा होगा, इंडक्टर भी लगा होगा, कैपेसिटर भी लगा होगा सीरीज सर्किट में, और उसको रेजोनेंस कब बोलेंगे? जब करंट मैक्सिमम होगा. व्हाट इज द वैल्यू ऑफ करंट? करंट का वैल्यू क्या था? I नॉट इज इक्वल टू E नॉट डिवाइडेड अपॉन R स्क्वायर प्लस XL, और दिस वन इज ओमेगा L, और वी कैन से राइट डाउन फर्स्ट XL माइनस XC और XC माइनस XL स्क्वायर. Alright, this is the impedance. Yes or no? I naught is equal to E naught divided by R square plus XL minus XL whole square. Alright, and square root of this one. So this current will be maximum. This current will be maximum. What should be the condition such that this current will be maximum? At that time, this AC LCR circuit is called as resonance. कब होगा? देखो रेजिस्टेंस तो कुछ वैल्यू है, R is some finite value. Yes or no? R is some finite value. So we will look this term, second term of the denominator, XL minus XC, और XC minus XL होता है. So उसको देखो, क्योंकि ये स्क्वायर भी है. So if it is square, so obviously this must be equal to 0. Yes or no? So condition क्या होगा? XL minus XC must be equal to 0 to maximize the current. So we have to write, to maximize the current, the condition is to maximize the current I naught. What will be the condition? The condition is XL minus XC must be equal to 0. Okay, so XL minus XC must be equal to 0. अगर XL minus XC equal to 0 हो रहा है, then implies XL is equal to what? Omega L minus 1 by omega C is equal to 0. That implies omega L is equal to 1 by omega C. Okay, or we can say from this one also XL must be equal to XC. This is the condition to make resonance. Got it? To make resonance in the series LCR AC circuit. AC circuit में resonance आने के लिए what is the condition? This is the condition. Got it? XL equal to XC. From that we can calculate what is the value of omega. What is the value of angular frequency at which resonance condition occur? Now we can calculate from this equation. So this is omega square is equal to omega square LC is equal to 1. So omega square is equal to 1 by LC. That implies omega is equal to 1 by root under LC. Okay. Again, from this we can write this is 2 pi f is equal to 1 by root under LC. So that implies resonant frequency Fr is equal to we can write 1 by 2 pi root under LC. This is the equation for resonant frequency. That means the frequency at which current will be maximum in an AC circuit. AC circuit में इस frequency में current ज़्यादा होगा. Got it? So this is called your resonant frequency. Fr is called your resonant frequency. Resonant frequency. Okay, and the condition is that XL must be equal to XC. This is the condition in which resonance occur. Okay, resonance होता है. So these two are important. See the graph. Suppose this is omega, this is current. Then at resonant frequency omega r, the current is maximum and it would be looking like this. So this is the maximum at resonant frequency omega r. Suppose this is omega और ये f होगा तो this one is fr. Okay, and suppose our resonant condition occur, that means XL equal to XC. So what is the value of I naught? I naught is equal to E naught divided by R square plus XL minus XC whole square root under of this one. Yes or no? अगर XL minus XC, XL equal to XC हो रहा है, then XL minus XC is equal to what? 0. So R square का root under कितना होगा? R. Got it? So in denominator this value is what? R. Got it? So whenever R will increase, current will decrease. What my point? So R अगर इसमें बढ़ता जाएगा, then value of current will be decreasing and decreasing. So अगर R का value घटा देते हैं, then current will become maximum. क्योंकि डिनोमिनेटर में है, so इसको घटाने से ये बढ़ेगा, इसको बढ़ाने से ये घट जाएगा. Okay, so another we are drawing. Suppose ये हो जाएगा तुम्हारा लो R में, लो रेजिस्टेंस वैल्यू में हो जाएगा, और हायर रेजिस्टेंस में क्या होगा? ये थोड़ा सा छोटा है. दिस इज हायर and in between them होगा तो again like this. So this is moderator. Got it? So जितना अगर रेजिस्टेंस हम कम करते करते जाएंगे, हमारा रेजोनेंस का जो शार्पनेस है वो धीरे धीरे बढ़ता जाएगा, पीक होता जाएगा. Got it? ऐसा. ओके, सो लो आर मतलब रेजिस्टेंस कम होने से हमें एसी सर्किट का जो क्वालिटी होता है दैट विल बी बेटर. ओके, फ्रॉम दिस ग्राफ वी कैन डिफाइन अनदर टर्म इज योर क्वालिटी फैक्टर, क्यू फैक्टर, और शार्पनेस ऑफ दिस रेजोनेंस, इसको बोलेंगे रेजोनेंस. एंड हाउ मच इट इज शार्प, कितना पीक होके गया है शार्प. गॉट इट? दैट विल डिफाइंस द क्वालिटी ऑफ द एसी सर्किट. नेक्स्ट इज द शार्पनेस ऑफ रेजोनेंस और क्यू फैक्टर, मतलब ये कितना शार्प हो रहा है. एंड व्हाट इज क्यू फैक्टर? क्यू फैक्टर मतलब क्वालिटी फैक्टर. सपोज दिस इज द ग्राफ ओमेगा एंड दिस वन इज योर करंट, दिस वन इज योर करंट, और तुम्हारा ग्राफ सपोज लाइक दिस, ऐसा है. द रेजोनेंस occurred at this point. This is resonant frequency omega r. Okay, so what is Q factor? Q factor define करने के लिए suppose this is the value I naught, then we are having another Q value which is having I naught divided by root 2, because this is your RMS value, and corresponding omega value, let it be, this is omega 1 and this is your omega 2. Got it? Omega 2, omega 1. Then we can define quality factor. Q factor, Q is equal to ratio of resonant frequency to the difference of frequencies corresponding to the value of current as 1 by root 2 with respect to the resonant frequency. Okay, so this is the quality factor. Q factor, Q is equal to omega R divided by omega 2 minus omega 1, which is again equal to, we can write this one as omega R divided by omega 2 minus omega 1 can be written as twice del W, where del W denotes the width of this one, either omega 2 minus omega R, omega 2 minus omega R, or equal to omega R minus omega N. Okay, omega R minus omega 1. So ये दोनों सेम ही होगा. गॉट इट? क्यों सेम होगा? क्योंकि ये मैक्सिमम है और ये सेम वैल्यू है, RMS वैल्यू वो I naught divided by root 2. Got it? So this is the quality factor. और एक को अगर del W ले रहे हैं मतलब दोनों को twice del W. This is the bandwidth we can say. Okay? और this equal to omega R L divided by R. ये भी होता है फॉर्मूला ओमेगा R into L divided by R, which is again equal to omega R resonant frequency into C into R, again which is equal to 1 by R root under of L by C. All these are formula for quality factor. Okay, और quality factor का definition यही होगा, omega R divided by omega 2 minus omega 1. So this is the quality factor, and you have to remember all the expression. Whenever it is necessary you have to use it. Okay, this is omega L by R. क्या होता है? tan phi का वैल्यू भी omega L by R होता है, 1 by omega R C R भी होता है tan phi. Got it? So now we can define it. So write the definition. This is the definition. Q factor is defined as the ratio of resonant frequency to the difference of frequencies at which the current is 1 by root 2 times the current at resonant frequency. Resonant frequency में जितना है उसका 1 by root 2 होना चाहिए at these two frequencies. Got it? So the ratio of this one. This is the definition, but you have to remember all the formula so that you can use whenever it is needed. Okay. Next content is the average power. How we are going to calculate? Let instantaneous EMF E is equal to E naught sin omega t, and instantaneous current I is equal to I naught sin omega t minus phi. That means we are taking one inductive circuit, VR minus VC, जिसमें हो रहा है वही लिए है. Got it? So inductive circuit लिए है, and this is the instantaneous EMF and this is your instantaneous current. So power is equal to what? Power P is equal to E into I. So this is multiplication of these two into I naught sin omega t minus phi. So this is equal to E naught I naught sin omega t into sin omega t minus phi. Now what we will do? We will divide 1 2 and we have to multiply 1 2 here, so that 2 will cancel each other. This is sin omega t minus phi. Got it? Yes or no? Now we will use another formula 2 sin A sin B. That formula we are going to use here. So after this one, that implies P is equal to E naught I naught divided by 2 sin A sin B. What is the formula of this one? 2 sin A sin B. 2 sin A sin B is equal to cos A minus B minus of cos A plus B. Okay, I am using this formula and I will write there. Okay, 2 sin A sin B. So sin A minus B हो रहा है. So this one will become cos A minus B omega t minus phi. So this is only phi. Again minus cos, दोनों को मिलाने के बाद क्या होगा? twice omega t minus phi. Okay, so now we are having two terms, E naught I naught by 2 cos phi. Another term is E naught I naught by 2 cos twice omega t minus phi. There are two terms, and now we will calculate the average power of this one. Okay, देखो इधर देखो, सेकेंड टर्म में क्या है? सेकेंड टर्म इज डिपेंडिंग ऑन टाइम एक्सिस. यस और नो? सो सेकेंड टर्म E naught I naught by 2 cos 2 omega t minus phi. It is time dependent. This term is time dependent. Yes or no? Time dependent. Therefore average of this term during full period is 0. Got it? क्यों 0 होगा? क्योंकि ये cos फंक्शन है, ऐसा होगा, like this it will have. So इधर देखो, ये वैल्यू और ये वैल्यू जितना होगा पॉजिटिव में, this value is your negative value having same magnitude. ओके, सो प्लस और माइनस दोनों क्या करेंगे? कैंसिल हो जाएंगे और कितना वैल्यू देंगे? 0. गॉट इट? क्यों? क्योंकि दिस वन इज टाइम डिपेंडेंट. दिस वन इज योर टाइम डिपेंडेंट. दिस इज योर टाइम एक्सिस. सो दिस इज योर E and I axis. Got it? So here the average power during full period or full cycle is 0. So we will neglect this term and we will only consider the first term. So by considering first term, what you will get? Therefore average power P average is equal to E naught I naught divided by 2 cos phi. Okay, which is equal to, again we can write E naught by root 2 into I naught by root 2 cos. So this is equal to P average is equal to what? E naught by root 2 is nothing but your ERMS value, or which is virtual value, or again we can call this one as effective value. So ERMS, this one is IRMS, and this one is your cos phi. Got it? Okay, so P average is equal to ERMS, IRMS, cos phi. This is the value we are getting. Here again we can say that this one, so this one can be written as, this is your true power, which is equal to, here it is called as apparent power, and this one is called as power factor. So ERMS and IRMS are the virtual EMF as well as virtual current. Got it? So here it is called as apparent power. Got my point? And cos phi is nothing but our power factor. It denotes how much power. This is the factor by which we can write our power, how much average power the AC circuit can consume or dissipated. Got it? So this power factor is very important. Again, so how we can define power factor? Therefore, power factor can be defined as true power divided by apparent power. It is the ratio of true power to the apparent power. Power factor is defined as the ratio of true power to the apparent power. This cos phi, again, if we will see from the phasor diagram, then it is nothing but R by Z. All of us knew this one. So cos phi, this is the power factor which is equal to R by Z. It has taken from the phasor diagram impedance triangle. Got it? So this is your true power, this is apparent power, and this is our power factor. So ERMS into IRMS will not give the power unless we will multiply the power factor within that. Next content is your quartless current, but this content is deleted in your portion, but you have to remember this one. Just consider 5 minutes, you will get to know what is quartless current. We are having true power is equal to apparent power ERMS, IRMS and cos phi. Yes or no? So these two are what? These two are phasor. EMF phasor, voltage phasor, and this one is current phasor. So we will denote this one or we will represent this one in terms of phasor. So phasor में उसको लिख लेते हैं. Suppose this is your ERMS. This is your ERMS. Okay, and this is your IRMS. IRMS is little shorter. IRMS. Got it? Current is always lesser, so IRMS is little bit shorter. Got it? And what is phi? Phi is phase difference between E and I. So this is phi. Got it? This is the phi. But since these two are vector quantity, now we can split this RMS, IRMS into two components along this one. एक इस तरफ बना लेते हैं और एक दूसरा इस तरफ, like this. That means this is along the ERMS and this is perpendicular to ERMS. So इस तरफ क्या होगा? IRMS cos phi, yes or no? And here IRMS sin phi. There are two components of IRMS. ये अगर IRMS हो गया, then this one is IRMS cos phi, this one is IRMS sin phi. So again, these two are phasor, so vector quantity. So whenever we will multiply, whenever we are multiplying these two terms, that means scalar product we have to do. होता है कि नहीं? इस तरफ वेक्टर A and this one वेक्टर B. So A dot B क्या होता है? A dot B is equal to AB cos theta. AB cos theta और theta is equal to here 0 degree. So cos 0 is equal to 1. So value is equal to AB. Yes or no? So here is also we have to do same thing. So power from this one. Okay. Power along ERMS. Power along ERMS. Along ERMS कितना होगा? ERMS into IRMS cos phi into cos how much? 0 degree, because both are along in one direction. So cos 0 is equal to what? Cos 0 is equal to 1. Okay, so the value along ERMS is equal to ERMS IRMS cos phi. Again, power perpendicular to ERMS, perpendicular to ERMS कितना होगा? ERMS IRMS sin phi, because this is the perpendicular component. So ERMS IRMS sin phi, ये हो गया ये हो गया B, and this is cos. What is the angle between them? Pi by 2. Cos pi by 2 is 0. Since it is 0 multiplied with this term, so this is 0. Got it? So here what we can conclude that this IRMS sin phi, whenever we are multiplying with ERMS, at that time we are getting the power as 0. So IRMS sin phi component is called wattless current. Got it? Because it consumes no power or it dissipates no power. Got it? So IRMS sin phi component is called wattless current, whereas IRMS cos phi component is called wattful current. It's called wattful current क्योंकि ये पावर दे रहा है, wattful current. Okay, so these are two terms. Wattless current term means sin phi component of IRMS will give you wattless current, whereas cos phi component is called wattful current, and cos phi is called your power factor. Got it? क्योंकि ये पावर बताता है. Got it? Already we have seen in this diagram. Next we will see energy through the inductor having inductance L. Let I be the instantaneous current let I be the instantaneous current at time t, then induced EMF on inductor is कितना होगा? induced EMF E is equal to minus L di by dt. All of us know that in electromagnetic induction, induced EMF inside the solenoid or inside the inductor is minus L di by dt. Okay, here minus is due to your Lenz law. Again, we have to write the work done against this induced EMF. This induced EMF is dW is equal to minus of minus, because we have written against. क्योंकि उसको अगर हम एनर्जी देंगे, then we have to work against of that one. Always it is against. क्योंकि अभी मान लो एक स्प्रिंग है, सपोज स्प्रिंग है, स्प्रिंग को अगर मैं क्या कर रहा हूं, वर्क दे रहा हूं, then it will stretch, yes or no, it will stretch, it will squeeze, we can say. तो अगर मैं इसको वर्क दे रहा हूं, then the energy comes to this spring. That means I am doing the work against what the spring is doing, its energy. स्प्रिंग के पास क्या था? स्टेबुलो के था. स्प्रिंग स्टेबुलो के उसका एनर्जी 0 था. मैंने उसके ऊपर वर्क किया. दैट मींस आई हैड गिवन द वर्क अगेंस्ट द स्प्रिंग. ओके, स्प्रिंग फोर्स के हिसाब से उसको अगेंस्ट दिया हूं. दैट मींस इट इज नेगेटिव ऑफ व्हाट द स्प्रिंग इज हैविंग द एनर्जी और फोर्स. ओके, सो उसको अगेंस्ट ही बोलते हैं. वर्क डन अगेंस्ट दिस इंड्यूस्ड ईएमएफ इज dW is equal to what? dW is equal to power into dt. So here we will power can be replaced as E into I, EI dt, and now we will replace E and I. We have to replace here E, because E is your minus L di by dt, and minus of minus, now it is become plus. So this is L I di by dt, and this one is dt. dt will cancel. So dW is equal to what? dW is equal to, this one is L I di. Got it? Okay, so ये क्या हो गया? dW is equal to L I di. Now we have to calculate the total work done. The total work done, W is equal to integration of dW. Since it is the changing current. So change of current is 0 to let it be maximum current I naught. So this one will become integration of Li di 0 to I naught. So this one is L is constant I, so I square by 2, this is 0 to I naught. So this implies this is 1 by 2 L I naught square. This is your work done. According to work energy principle, again this work done is converted into energy. Okay, therefore energy U equal to W, which is equal to half L I naught square. Okay, so this is based on work energy principle. You have to write. Okay, based on work energy principle. Work energy principle, work is converted into energy, and this energy is equal to half Li naught square. Okay, how you have to remember? Like this. Half Cv square you have to know. This is for capacitor. In case of capacitor, we are giving potential, but in this case, inductor, we are giving current. Got it? So, like this, you have to remember. Next content is the LC, oscillation. Oscillation means what? The vibration of particle from its mean position. कहीं से एक जगह से oscillate होना है. Got it? So oscillate. Pendulum is oscillating. This particle is oscillating. That means from mean position it will move to and fro position. Got it? आगे और पीछे जाना है. Okay. So that will called as oscillation. Let us discuss with the examples. So suppose in case of RLC circuit, this is inductor and this is the capacitor. Let these two are connected. This is capacitor, this is inductor. Okay, and this capacitor is now charged. That means it is having positive in one plate and negative in other plate. Okay, positive अंदर होगा. I have drawn here outside of this one, but it will inside this. Got it? अच्छा. तो क्या होगा? Since it is positive and it is negative, so obviously charge will flow in this direction. Current will flow, and charge is flowing in this direction here. Got it? Charge धीरे धीरे क्या होगा? Discharge होते होते जाएगा. So as this current I is वेरी हो रहा है, क्योंकि इसका पॉजिटिव चार्ज जो है धीरे धीरे खत्म होने को है. बट इट खत्म हो रहा है. दैट मींस चार्ज इज डिक्रीजिंग. एज चार्ज इज डिक्रीजिंग, द वैल्यू ऑफ करंट, मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ करंट इज डिक्रीज्ड. व्हाट माय पॉइंट? सो क्या होगा इसमें तुम्हारा एज द करंट इज वेरिंग, सो मैग्नेटिक फील्ड विल वेरी. गॉट इट? पहले एक चार्ज अगर जाएगा, सपोज एक चार्ज चला गया, इससे एक चार्ज जा रहा है, एक लाइन आ रहा है. गॉट इट? अकॉर्डिंग टू द डायरेक्शन ऑफ करंट, द मैग्नेटिक फील्ड विल प्रोड्यूस इन द सोलेनॉइड और इंडक्टर. इंडक्टर में करंट के हिसाब से मैग्नेटिक फील्ड विल जनरेट. ओके, एज पर राइट हैंड थंब रूल. करंट का डायरेक्शन ये हुआ तो मैग्नेटिक फील्ड का डायरेक्शन ये होगा. गॉट इट? एंड सिंस करंट इज चेंजिंग, मैग्नेटिक फील्ड इज चेंजिंग. एज मैग्नेटिक फील्ड इज चेंजिंग, मैग्नेटिक फ्लक्स विल चेंज एंड ईएमएफ विल प्रोड्यूस ऑन दैट. ओके, सो इधर धीरे धीरे ये क्या होगा? जनरेट हो जाएगा. और एक चार्ज अगर चला गया और एक आ जाएगा. गॉट इट? और अगर चार्ज धीरे धीरे चला जाएगा, दैट मींस current is now increasing, so magnetic field is also increasing. Got my point? Magnetic field इसमें धीरे धीरे बढ़ता जाएगा. Got it? और ये चार्ज क्या होगा? पूरा कंप्लीट खत्म हो जाएगा. That means in this case what is happening? In this case पहले इसमें एनर्जी था हाफ CV स्क्वायर. ओके, धीरे धीरे क्या हो रहा है? इसमें एनर्जी आ रहा है, क्योंकि करंट आ गया, सो हाफ Li स्क्वायर. बट करंट धीरे 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 इंक्रीज हो रहा है और इसमें पोटेंशियल धीरे धीरे डिक्रीज हो रहा है, क्योंकि पोटेंशियल किसमें है, हमारा कैपेसिटर में था, सो ये धीरे धीरे डिक्रीज कर रहा है। गॉट माय पॉइंट। उसके बाद क्या होगा, देखो इसमें ऑलरेडी मैग्नेटिक फील्ड विद मैग्नेटिक फ्लक्स इज चेंजिंग, सो ईएमएफ इज जनरेटिंग। एज ईएमएफ जनरेटिंग, ये करंट क्या होगा, फिर से आएगा, गॉट इट, फिर से करंट किसके वजह से, इसके वजह से एनर्जी इंडक्टर में जो है एनर्जी, वही एनर्जी करंट देगा, गॉट इट। और ये करंट क्या होगा, फिर से आएगा और इधर पॉजिटिव धीरे धीरे डेवलप होते जाएगा, इस तरफ नेगेटिव, गॉट इट। एंड एट दैट टाइम व्हाट विल हैपन, एट दैट टाइम मैग्नेटिक फील्ड विल डिक्रीज। इसमें करंट डिक्रीज होता जाएगा, क्योंकि करंट सब इसमें डिलीवर कर रहा है, बट करंट डिलीवर कर रहा है मतलब क्या हो रहा है, एनर्जी इसमें घट रहा है और इसमें बढ़ रहा है, इसमें बढ़ रहा है, इसमें घट रहा है एनर्जी। ओके, इसमें जब ये टोटली चार्ज हो जाएगा, उसके बाद क्या होगा, देन द करंट डायरेक्शन विल चेंज। एट दैट टाइम करंट डायरेक्शन विल चेंज, क्योंकि अभी ये पॉजिटिव हो गया और ये नेगेटिव हो गया, सो करंट डायरेक्शन विल नाउ चेंज इन दिस डायरेक्शन। अभी फिर से ऐसा होगा और मैग्नेटिक फील्ड जैसा पहले था उससे उल्टा हो जाएगा मैग्नेटिक फील्ड, क्योंकि करंट डायरेक्शन चेंज हो गई। बट फिर ये फुल्ली जब मैग्नेटिक फील्ड आ जाएगा, तब इसमें कुछ भी चार्ज नहीं बचेगा, दैट मींस इसका एनर्जी घट जाएगा, इसका एनर्जी बढ़ जाएगा, और फिर से ये करंट देना शुरू करेगा और अगेन इधर पॉजिटिव हो जाएगा, बट इधर नेगेटिव हो जाएगा। सो इन दिस वे current will flow first in this direction, then in this direction. So current का flow है जो दिशा बदल रही है, got it? That means पहले एक direction में जा रहा था, उसके बाद फिर से दूसरा direction में जा रहा है. That means it is oscillating. It is oscillating on one direction again in another direction. Got it? So oscillate हो रहा है current. इसीलिए इसको बोलते हैं LC oscillation विदाउट हैविंग एनी EMF। देखो इसमें क्या है, EMF नहीं देके भी इसमें करंट प्रोड्यूस हो रहा है, गॉट माय पॉइंट। लेकिन क्या होना चाहिए, बोथ आर आइडियल केस होना चाहिए। आइडियल केस होने से करंट अच्छा से होगा, अदरवाइज इट विल बी डैम्पिंग वन। डैम्पिंग मतलब क्या है, पहले थोड़ा सा ज्यादा होगा, धीरे धीरे डिक्रीज होके खत्म हो जाएगा। क्योंकि आइडियल नहीं होने से क्या होगा, एनर्जी विल लॉस्ट। ओके, एनर्जी धीरे धीरे डिक्रीज होता जाएगा, इसीलिए इसको बोलेंगे हम डैम्पिंग। दिस वन इज डैम्प ऑसिलेशन एंड दिस इज योर ऑन डैम्प ऑसिलेशन। ऑन डैम्प ऑसिलेशन, हाँ, इसमें एनर्जी खत्म नहीं हो रहा है। व्हेन वी आर कंसीडरिंग आइडियल वन, आइडियल कैपेसिटर और आइडियल इंडक्टर लेंगे, देन इट विल ऑन डैम्प। लेकिन नेचुरली क्या होता है, डैम्प ऑसिलेशन वी आर गेटिंग, क्योंकि फिजिकली इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल फॉर आइडियल वन, वी कैन नॉट टेक आइडियल केस, गॉट इट। सो इसीलिए उसको बोलते हैं LC ऑसिलेशन। सो पहले ये चार्ज होना चाहिए, कैपेसिटर चार्ज होना चाहिए, उसके बाद ये डिस्चार्ज करेगा, उसके वजह से इंडक्टर में एनर्जी आ जाएगा, फिर इंडक्टर एनर्जी देगा, ये एनर्जी पाएगा, गॉट इट। सो इट विल रिवर्स, गॉट इट। हाँ, एक कुछ एनर्जी लॉस करेगा तो दूसरा एनर्जी उसमें आ जाएगा, गॉट इट। इन दिस वे दिस ऑसिलेशन अकर एंड दिस ऑसिलेशन कॉल्ड एज LC ऑसिलेशन। ओके, थैंक यू एवरीवन।